Many of us have gotten lost in our daily struggles and think that it's not possible to get a job during the pandemic. Nothing is in your control and everything is wrong in the world. Economy खराब है, jobs ही नहीं है, लोग मेरी help क्यों करेंगे? या कौन मेरी help करेगा? कैसे करेगा? आपकी हर चीज judge हो रही है. So that's what I'm here to tell you.
सीखिए स्पोकन इंग्लिश, पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट और बहुत कुछ इंडिया के टॉप एक्सपर्ट्स के साथ. आज ही जोश स्किल्स ऐप पर अपने मनपसंद कोर्स को शुरू करिए. डाउनलोड द ऐप टुडे.
Over a year ago, the pandemic hit us, and we are still feeling the tremors of its impact. Many industries such as entertainment, media, education, retail, banking, healthcare have been affected. And I'm sure you have been affected too. You are probably still struggling and feeling emotions such as anger, frustration, grief, nervousness, unhappiness right now. But you know what? You're not the only one. And I know this because I am Mehar Sindhu Batra, a career coach and a mentor. And over the last almost 2 years, I have received thousands of messages and confused professionals from all over the world expressing those very feelings of struggle to me. And whatever you're going through currently in your professional life, chances are that time and time again, I have been through those myself. But you know what? Many of us have gotten lost in our daily struggles and think that it's not possible to get a job during the pandemic. So that's what I'm here to tell you. I'm going to tell you the 8 mistakes that you are going to make to convince yourself that it is just not possible to get a job right now. The very first mistake that you're going to make is that you will think that nothing is in your control and everything is wrong in the world. Because it is. We are going through a pandemic. Economy खराब है, jobs ही नहीं है. That's what you'll say to yourself. But according to the India Skills Report of 2021, 47% of employers have expressed a positive intent to hire people this year. So there are jobs out there. And that brings me on to the second mistake you're going to make. And that is that you will not take any action whatsoever. You'll keep waiting for the right moment. क्योंकि अभी apply करने का क्या point है? Let things get better, you'll tell yourself. You are going to find every possible excuse to not apply for a job right now. And that brings me on to the third mistake you're going to make. And that is you're going to let others around you control your life. Tell you what you're good at and what you should be doing. Because लोग हमें हमसे better जानते हैं. They know our skills, our passions, our hobbies, our interests better than us, right? We keep waiting for others to tell us what we're good at without taking the time to self-reflect and truly figure out what we love to do and what we want to do. And that brings me on to the fourth mistake you're going to make, is that you're not going to work on building an online personal brand for yourself. Because क्या ज़रूरत है? कौन Google कर रहा है हमें? But that's not true, my friends. According to a survey, 35% of employers will not call you for an interview if they can't find you online. So it is important to build that online personal brand for yourself. It is important to have a strong LinkedIn profile that represents you and your resume on an online platform. It is important to use social media to communicate what you believe in consistently, day after day, so that your entire experience and your expertise is available for the world to see. And that brings me on to the fifth mistake you're going to make. And that is that you are going to be too shy to network. You will think that लोग मेरी help क्यों करेंगे? या कौन मेरी help करेगा? कैसे करेगा? But that's not true. Did you know that 85% of jobs are filled through networking? And 80% of jobs are not even open to the public because they're filled internally or through the network of these employers. So why are we not tapping into our social network? Why are we not taking help from the people who could be helping us? Our family friends, our friends of friends. These are the core people who can support you and take your career to the next level. And we have to make the most of these relationships and exploit them in the best possible manner. And that brings me on to the sixth mistake that you're going to make. And that is that you are not going to customize your CV for each position that you apply for. Because we are lazy. एक ही CV को बार बार copy paste करके अलग अलग companies के websites पे upload कर देते हैं. Why are we doing that? Why are we not using our CV as a personal marketing pitch जब हमें पता है कि हर रिक्रूटर सिर्फ 6 to 7 seconds में ये डिसाइड करेगा कि आप उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में फिट होते हैं या नहीं. वो 6 to 7 seconds में आपकी डेस्टिनी डिसाइड होगी. So you have to make sure that your CV is in a good format, is communicating what you believe in, is communicating your experience through that 1 or 2 pages. And that brings me on to the seventh mistake you're going to make. And that is that you're not going to do any homework about the company you're applying to. Let's say you have been called in for an interview, but you don't make any effort whatsoever to learn about the company's culture, its history, its values, its top management. And you just go into an interview completely unprepared. That shows lack of interview etiquette, and it is not right on your part. Going for an interview prepared will only give you the right amount of confidence to showcase who you are. And that brings me on, my friends, to the eighth mistake that you're going to make. And that is you're not going to work on your communication skills. आपको probably लगता है कि आपकी educational qualifications and academic achievements enough हैं for you to be able to get a job. But that's not it. आपकी हर चीज़ judge हो रही है. The way you're shaking somebody's hand, the way you're dressed, your hairstyle, everything is getting judged. So why are we not practicing sitting up straight, speaking with confidence, smiling and projecting poise and confidence? These are the things that you need to be working on, but you're completely ignoring them. So why am I telling you all this? I have just listed 8 mistakes you're going to make to convince yourself that you're not going to be able to get a job, because I am trying to motivate you. I want you to say, okay, Mehar, I get it. I will take control of my life. I will update my CV. I will use my network to apply for a job. I will work on my communication skills. I know there are jobs out there. I will take action. But now what? I want you to cope. Everybody around us is trying to cope right now. The government's trying to cope. Businesses are trying to cope. जिनकी job छूटी अभी, they are trying to cope. The newly graduated are trying to cope. So that's what I'm going to tell you to do. I want you to cope. And what is cope anyway? Let's break it down. COPE. For C, I want you to be curious and courageous. I want you to be open to all type of opportunities that could exist for you right now. By talking to people, by applying to different positions that you think may not exist right now. I want you to take those bold steps to make a mark for yourself. And I want you to be O, and that's open-minded and opportunistic. I want you to make most of this time right now. Keep going when others are not. Grab the opportunities that may be available for you. Keep going when others are on the verge of giving up. And that brings me on to P. I want you to be persistent yet patient. I want you to believe in yourself and keep going every single day. You don't have to see the whole staircase, my friends. You just need to take the first step. Be present. Take it one day at a time. And the last thing I want you to be is E. I want you to be energetic yet empathetic. I want you to show your future employers your exuberant side, the excitement, the energy, the cheerfulness they expect from you. And again, at the same time, I want you to be empathetic towards yourself, because the way you treat yourself is the way others will treat you. So promise me, my friends, that you will not surrender to this situation, because this will end. This tough time will soon be behind us. Our struggles will soon be behind us, and you will cope with this, and you will emerge out of it a success, because success and struggle go hand in hand, and success doesn't come to us. We have to go get it.
उन्होंने मेरा सीवी लिया और मेरे हाथ पे ही रख दिया। बोला तुम यूपी वाले आ क्यों जाते हो जब तुम्हें बोलना ही नहीं आता। मेरा नाम लक्ष्मी वर्मा है। मैं बेसिकली फिरोजाबाद यूपी से हूँ। फर्स्ट टाइम जब दिल्ली आई तो मेरा पहला इंटरव्यू था, तो उनका फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये था कि इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ। तो इंट्रोड्यूशन में क्या बोलते हैं मुझे ये नहीं पता था, तो मैं चुप हो गई। तो उन्होंने मेरा CV लिया और मेरे हाथ पे ही रख दिया बोला तुम यूपी वाले आ क्यों जाते हो जब तुम्हें बोलना ही नहीं आता। मुझे ऐसा लगा कि किसी ने मेरे मुंह पे तमाचा दिया हो, और मैं कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा था, उससे कुछ बोल भी नहीं सकती थी। तो फिर मैंने CV लिया और लौट के चली आई। फिर उसके बाद तो फिर मैंने इंटरव्यू ही नहीं दिए। इंग्लिश लगता तो था ज़रूरी है, कोशिश भी की, सीखूंगी, ट्राई भी किया। 1-2 बार किसी इंस्टीट्यूट में ज्वाइन किया। तो फिर प्रॉब्लम क्या होती थी, इंस्टीट्यूट में जाना होता है, फिर इतना टाइम नहीं होता था कि पढ़ना भी होता था और जॉब्स भी करनी होती थी। सब कह देते हैं इंग्लिश सीखने के लिए एनवायरनमेंट चाहिए, माहौल चाहिए होता है, लोगों से बात करोगे तभी आएगी। अब बात करने के लिए भी तो वो लोग होने चाहिए जो आपसे बात करना चाहें। मैं जो स्टॉक्स की वीडियोस देखती थी मोटिवेशन के लिए, तो लास्ट में एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट था, तो वहाँ पे बोला था कि हमारे एक ऐप है जो स्किल का, तो आप उसे डाउनलोड करिए। तो मैंने सब्सक्रिप्शन कर लिया, और लेकिन सब्सक्रिप्शन की अमाउंट भी इतनी नॉमिनल थी कि मैंने तो सोचा भी नहीं था इतने कम दाम में इतना अच्छा प्रोडक्ट मिल सकता है। सबसे अच्छा जो बेस्ट पार्ट मुझे लगा वो था प्रैक्टिस का, जो मुझे चाहिए था एक्चुअल में, जो मैं ढूंढ रही थी इतने टाइम से। तो अब ऐसा है कि मैं इतना एबल हूँ कि हाँ ठीक है, मैं बात कर सकती हूँ, इंटरव्यूज फेस कर सकती हूँ। नाउ आई एम नॉट स्केयर्ड ऑफ स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश। थैंक यू जोश।